Roll split out to the right. Breeze on second down to the end zone for Jimmy Graham for a Saints touchdown. You are so bad. A minute 48 remaining. Saints need a touchdown. From their own 34-yard line, empty backfield. Breeze throws. Jimmy Graham makes the catch inside the 30, and Graham is inside the 10, and he takes it all the way for a Saints go-ahead touchdown, 66 yards from Breeze to Graham.
Third down and 4. Breeze steps up, juggled and caught by Jimmy Graham. Still on his feet, and Jimmy Graham converts another third down.
First and 10 for the Saints from the 15-yard line. Breeze to Jimmy Graham, and that is his first reception today. And he drags 3 Browns with him out to the 38, 23-yard pickup. Breeze to the end zone. It is Graham who comes down with the football for a Saints touchdown. Third and goal from the 1. Breeze to the end zone. It is Graham, and it's rolled a touchdown. He crossed the plane. Second of the day for Jimmy Graham. That's Graham on the outside. And it's Graham who makes the catch. Jimmy Graham down to the Browns.
Now they're starting to get to this spread that I thought they would earlier in the game because of the injuries in the secondary.
And over the middle, Graham, and he's going to dive into the end zone for a touchdown. And we're going to have a 2-possession game.
They pick him over Mike Glennon. They like Glennon in that third round. They went with Armstead. So here is Breeze drilling it, and it's caught, held onto by Jimmy Graham.
Running outside the tackles.
A little over 2 minutes to go in the third. Good, clean pocket. Deep throw, catch made, touchdown. Tramon Williams with the coverage, and Jimmy Graham.
2 of 2 on third down on this drive, though. Blitz, Breeze in trouble, spins away, throwing end zone, touchdown! Jimmy Graham! 1:55 to play. It's a third and goal. New Orleans down by 4. Breeze, blitz coming, end zone, caught! Touchdown, Jimmy Graham!
Second and goal, 5 in the pattern. It's Graham in for the touchdown. Breeze looks that way, goes to Graham. This time he holds on and had the plane broken for a touchdown. And the Saints are still in it with 40 seconds remaining.
Well, the 5th time is a charm.
Breeze steps up, throws complete to Graham. Jimmy Graham past midfield and a first down as he ran away from the rookie Kyle Fuller. Breeze and the Saints taking over at their own 44. All kinds of time for Breeze. Perfectly lofted to Graham. Second and 7. Breeze throwing. The middle is vacant again. Graham leaping up and pulled down by that available leg.
Jimmy Graham at the bottom of your screen on a third and goal. Breeze going that way. He's got it. Touchdown.
Wilson to the end zone, and this time Graham makes the catch for the Seahawks touchdown.
There's Wilson. Pocket sealed. Open as Graham slips out of a tackle, and he's in the end zone for the touchdown. What a great effort by Jimmy Graham. Got away from Brock Vereen.
A look at Charles Johnson on the sideline. He's out on short-term IR with a hamstring injury. Wilson gets time and throws to Jimmy Graham. Down to the 20-yard line. To the 47 for a first down. All receivers out. Wilson throws, and it is caught by Jimmy Graham. Great catch by Graham for a first down. Wilson flushed out, looks deep, puts it up for Jimmy Graham. And he's out of bounds near the 30-yard line. And Wilson slides out the back door and then throws a changeup to Jimmy Graham to the 20-yard line. First down, a little floater.
Keep you posted on that game. Patience completing the pass to Jimmy Graham. Up to the 43-yard line at a first down.
Defense 28th in the league against the pass. Passing play here on 3rd and 10. And Jimmy Graham with the stiff arm from the 37. Looking to strike right away. And almost on the second time. They did in fact get it. Graham, what a catch.
Seahawks need to get to the 49 or 40 on 3rd down over the middle. Caught! And a big catch, and he absorbs a hit. It is the big guy, Jimmy Graham. Blitz coming. Wilson's going to throw it deep for Jimmy Graham over the shoulder. What a catch!
C.J. Spiller is the back. Open is Jimmy Graham. He's down to the 20. It's the Ravens. Russell Wilson. Oh, beautifully dropped into Jimmy Graham.
Keep you off balance. On 3rd and 16. Wilson over the middle, slings it in, completes the pass to Jimmy Graham, the former Saint, for 13.
Move again, trying to tie it again. 1st and 10. The Buffalo 17. Wilson off his back foot to the end zone. Jimmy Graham, a one-handed catch for a Seattle touchdown. Well, they spent a little bit of time together at the Pro Bowl last year. Taylor was actually the highly recruited player in high school. Screen to Jimmy Graham, nicely executed. Great call by Darrell Bevel. More, so the ball back to the 32. 2:19 to go, all 3 timeouts left in the half for the Hawks. Wilson out throwing to Jimmy Graham. Up and over for a first down and more. Here, minute 7 to go. Clock running. Plenty of time left for Seattle in the half with 3 timeouts. To the end zone. Graham tries for another one-handed catch and makes it. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Humor.
Oh,
There's no question about that. 37-yard line. Wilson will dump it off as he got chased in the backfield, and it's Graham taking the ball all the way to the 44-yard line.
That penalty, if nothing else, put him in the field goal range. Wilson brings in, and it is caught. Graham got away. Graham to the end zone for the touchdown.
Russell Wilson here in Tampa, just 10 of 22. On 2nd down, it's Graham. Graham stays on his feet and will pick up a Seattle first down to the Tampa Bay 30.
Runs. And this time it is Wilson throwing, and it's Graham for the touchdown.
Wilson guns it, pass is caught for a first down. That's the first catch of the game for Jimmy Graham.
Graham comes into the slot. Play action again. They go to the sideline. They go to Graham. Breaking tackles to the 14-yard line.
3 minutes to go. But they need 2 touchdowns. That's the issue. Wilson fires one. There's Jimmy Graham with a catch and a run. Rumbling on in. Touchdown. Seems like a pretty simple formula, John.
Trying to lead Atlanta to that first round bye. Wilson double clutches, feels the pocket collapsing, extends the play. One-on-one, Jimmy Graham posted him out and pulled it in, 1st and goal. The old basketball player used the box out for 42.
3rd down, Wilson fires near side. Touchdown. It's Graham. Pro sights in the game now in the backfield. Wilson over the middle. It's Graham. Jimmy Graham makes the move inside the 15, and big old 88 gets it going.
Russell fires over the middle. That'll be caught up at the 44-yard line. Jimmy Graham finally sees some action. 13 seconds remain.
5 in a row, then I'm just kidding.
Of course. Ball at the 40-yard line. Lacey is the back. And Wilson throws, and that's caught on the run. A catch by Jimmy Graham. After the Colts timeout, 3rd down and 8. With Wilson firing over the middle. And that will be a first down. Jimmy Graham makes the catch, takes it to the 6.
Another good job by the front 7. Wilson on 3rd and 4. It's Graham again. Over the middle, first down and more. Inside Rams territory, a pickup of 9.
3rd time today, Seattle is starting at better than the 40-yard line. And this pass is caught by Jimmy Graham, and he's got some room down the sideline. Graham finally brought down by Darian Thompson, but a gain of 29.
He has a guy to keep feeding him gum. The only day of the week that he chews all that gum.
Wilson to the end zone to Graham for the touchdown. 3rd touchdown today for Russell Wilson.
Lacey is in, the fake there to the end zone. Touchdown! Jimmy Graham. 1st and 10. Ball's in the backfield. Wilson caught. Touchdown! Graham!
On the same side with Graham. 3rd and 3. Going Jimmy Graham's way. Goes up and gets it. Touchdown Seattle. In front of Tyvon Branch. Jimmy Graham in the end zone again. 54 yards on the gain. 1st and goal at the 2. And Wilson end zone. Jimmy Graham steals it. Touchdown Seattle. Stars being stars.
3 minutes to go in the quarter. Wilson to the end zone, and it is caught. Jimmy Graham, the touchdown for the Seahawks.
You feel it coming from up here. They isolate him in the red zone. He's become the focal part of this red zone offense. Touchdown number 7.
Big play here. Atlanta defense trying to rise up after the miscue on the kickoff. Wilson down to the 1-yard line. Is it a first down for Jimmy Graham? He caught it right along that yellow line. A little bit of sleep there. Wilson to Graham. And it's a 3-point game. And now Pete Carroll has another decision to make with 3 minutes to go and 1 timeout plus the 2-minute warning. Do you kick it away or do you try the onside kick?
Finally get lined up. Roll down in 7. Wilson moving to his left, in trouble, stays on his feet, now throws, and the catch is made, and then extending across for a first down is Jimmy Graham. Rocket shifts. On 2nd and goal, Wilson throws, end zone, touchdown, Jimmy Graham. I don't think anybody in the stadium, anybody watching on TV, definitely not us up in the booth. We're not expecting this ball to go to Jimmy Graham. Seahawks have never lost here at Levi Stadium. Looking to go 4-0. Here's Jimmy Graham. Takes it inside the 20 for a Seahawks first down.
Ball at the 11, waning seconds of the quarter. Wilson throwing, caught! Jimmy Graham smoking hot in the red zone. And that's the first touchdown Philadelphia's allowed in the first quarter this season.
Wilson, end zone pass is caught for the touchdown. Graham. That is his 10th
And the top red zone target for touchdowns has got another.
Wilson, open, first down, Jimmy Graham, inside the 50 to the Cardinals. Baldwin in motion. Open for a first down to the 30, Jimmy Graham.
Toodles a tugboat, 1954.
Here's Rodgers. Has time, lets it float. He's got man wide open. It's Jimmy Graham. Big play and the longest play of the day for anyone today.
And that's why we have a 2-point game. Now it's Aaron Rodgers' turn from the pistol. The fake. He's got Graham wide open and he hits him. Jimmy Graham leaping over a defender. Jimmy Graham. Old school for a first down. We'll see. Rodgers. Rolling. Looking. Fire. He's got a completion. And now did he get out of bounds? The answer is yes. Down by 11, 10-11 to play here from Landover, Maryland. And they'll start it out with a quick hit to Jimmy Graham, who breaks a tackle. First down for Jimmy Graham out across the 25 up to the 28. And that's a good start for this Green Bay offense.
Packers looking to strike first. Fake it. Rodgers on time. A strike to Jimmy Graham. Touchdown, Packers.
And the Packers are looking for their own offense right now. That is a sensational catch made by Jimmy Graham.
He's got
Play
Graham.
action. And he knows it. And there goes Graham.
Finally chased down by Jimmy Ward. He had him, he got him, and Graham went for 54 yards.
Draw that linebacker so that he can have enough for pressure.
Gets it out quickly. It's caught by Graham. And Jimmy Graham will get it over midfield just when they needed it. 22 yards.
132 yards and a couple of touchdowns. And now on first down, they'll throw it. Down the middle. Catch is made by Jimmy Graham, and it's a touchdown for the Green Bay Packers. They block at one as he takes the snap. Dancing in the pocket, fires for the end zone, and it's caught. Jimmy Graham for the touchdown. Patrick Chung trying to wrestle the ball away, but it's already been signaled a touchdown for Jimmy Graham.
Front four has gotten it done. Enough pressure on Rodgers without blitzing.
2nd and 7 over the middle, and that is caught, and that is Jimmy Graham, who's been basically a non-factor tonight with a broken thumb, but a big grab here. First and goal. Rodgers hangs in the pocket, throwing into a lot of traffic, and it's caught for the touchdown by Jimmy Graham. And just like that, the Green Bay Packers take the lead. It took them 1 minute and 35 seconds to go 74 yards. Four-man rush. Throws it over the middle. Graham. And Graham.
He had good coverage there. 2nd and 10. Adams, 13 targets, 9 catches. Graham, touchdown, Green Bay.
We were talking on the side here. If they would have won against Green Bay, that's your first or fourth in that game.
It's a hands to the face, reminding him of that. Here's a pass over to Graham. What a move by Jimmy Graham. Takes the handoff to Jones. Dancing around at the 13. Throws it at the goal line. It is caught. Jimmy Graham with the touchdown. There's number 350.
3rd down and 6. Rodgers throws wide open. Over the middle, Graham.
And Jimmy Graham still going inside the 25.
Than what his defense has produced here, but it's against the struggling Washington team. Off the fake to Jones. Rodgers complete, and then Graham breaks away from Landon Collins, then falls down, but he picks up a first down and more to the Washington 32.
Here comes the blitz. It's picked up. Rodgers gets it to Graham, who's wide open. First down and more. Jimmy Graham up to midfield. They picked up the blitz beautifully, and then Rodgers found the open man, and Graham's got 20.
Rodgers down the middle. Jimmy Graham for the first down to the 45. Pass to Graham, wide open. Jimmy Graham is in for the touchdown. A quick strike to start this fourth quarter.
This is the 11th play of the drive, and the pass caught for the touchdown by Jimmy Graham.
Following an Atlanta timeout, second and goal from the 2 as Trubisky throws. Touchdown, Jimmy Graham. Foles on third down to the end zone. It is Graham again. Same spot as back in the second quarter. His second touchdown today.
Not a lot of drop back, although they show some from straight drop back, and you're getting it here.
Foles out to his right, will throw it and find his tight end for a completion. That's Jimmy Graham. And now one timeout for the Bears.
They like Jimmy Graham down here in the red zone.
Foles, end zone. What a catch!
I just want my guys to love football.
First and goal pass is caught for the touchdown by Jimmy Graham.
Look at the diamond formation, second down goal at the 5. Trubisky a perfect 7 of 7. And he goes to the end zone and caught for a touchdown.
Anxious to see what happens.
That pass is complete, wide open. Midfield and down the sideline goes Graham. I meant to say Trevor. Inside the 25-yard line at 2nd and 7. Trubisky steps up, throws for the end zone, wide open, touchdown.
Jim, to build a program that has a shot at a Super Bowl each year, the Saints have done.
That is caught! Jimmy Graham! Wow! Breeze he's just taking it right in. Bears are hanging around as we open up the fourth. Pittsburgh side of the field. Here's Fields throwing, and it is caught! Jimmy Graham! And you see the enthusiastic spike that goes as his first catch.
Dalton throws, wide open, and the pass is caught by Jimmy Graham.
I mean, they have been really good, and it's been a big play offense, and now they're in position to get more points.
52 yards now, down the middle, caught, touchdown, Jimmy Graham.
Dalton for Graham. Now it's an 11-point ball game with 2:45 to play here in the fourth.
Foles, end zone, and this time it is caught by guess who? Jimmy Graham.
Look them off to get your receiver open. Ninth play of the drive for the Saints on third down. Carr, end zone, touchdown, Jimmy Graham.
Second and goal. Carr has Graham and a touchdown. 2 catches this year, both of them touchdowns, and the Saints are on the board.
Second and goal. Carr throws, end zone, touchdown. Guess who? Jimmy Graham. Jamal Williams In the backfield, Carr, end zone, touchdown, Jimmy Graham. 3 games in a row.